added textile exporters in 25-26. वो लाइट कम कर दिया तो करेक्ट टाइम पे नहीं किया. But I would just read a para. It's very important. The Union Commerce Ministry data points to a 1.78% CAGR of textiles and apparel exports from 14-15 to FY26. It peaked at 37.54 billions in 21-22 and then growth declined by 2% last financial year. According to the data by SIMA, exports were 37 billion in FY15, crossed 40 billion in FY22, fell to 36. Now, why I am reading this is, we are talking in terms of dollars. The dollar in year FY22 was 75 rupees. $1 was equal to 75 rupees. Today it is roughly 95 rupees. We are talking about 100 billion. The issue here is, which we must all take cognizance of, is that 100 billion is not going to be 100 billion in the year 2030. It may become $80 billion, it may even become 75, because the dollar rupee slide is inevitable and inexorable. It makes our products, our exports competitive, but at the same time, in terms of the forex returns, it becomes less. First point is CAGR is quite low. When we talk of 2% or less than 2, this CAGR is not going to lead us, combined with the factor that rupee would keep sliding against the dollar. So at the end of it, to be on a lighter note, हमको ये ना पता चले कि 2030 में हम जिस चीज़ पर भाग रहे थे वो एक ट्रेडमिल थी. We have to reach the target, means we will have to make extra effort, because if we are talking of 100 billion, we must peg ourselves at 120 minimum. That's the first point I would like to make to all the participants who are here and to the ministry. Second is the fact that exports have become very competitive, and most of the countries which are importing our products are highly quality conscious. We have to consciously and deliberately inculcate that quality consciousness in us, which is, I feel, because this is a forum where we talk not only about our strengths but about our weaknesses also. इंडिया में चलता है, जुगाड़ है, ठीक है, काम तो कर रहा है टाइप का एक एटीट्यूड हम सब में होता है. The prime example of that is this hall where the seating arrangement has been made. Every time a person has to, from the middle of the row, has to come out, it is at the utter discomfort of all others who are sitting. I am sure all of you must have noticed that, because the distance between two rows is so less that it becomes a nightmare for us to negotiate. So at times, if I want a break in between, I go and sit on the corner chair, not willing to disturb the participants. If this was the same case in Europe or America, I am sure this guy whosoever designed this seating arrangement would not be in the job anymore. Now, when we talk about exports, we are aware that slightest of the defect in the product makes the entire consignment cancelled. That consignment gets cancelled. Till now, it is a man's observation or a machine observation. But when AI comes into being, We are all aware what is not discernible to human eye, or the bugs which the computer experts of the computers are not able to fix or detect, are now being detected by AI. We are living in the age of AI. We must ensure that the quality, we are talking about designs, we are talking about innovation, but this habit of ensuring quality must permeate down to the last person who is there in this sector. Otherwise, we are not going to reach anywhere, because the chalta hai attitude is not going to help us when we are targeting, and we have such an ambitious target 3 times, but 3 times is the present exchange rate. It may become 3.5 or 4 times. So we all should be conscious of this fact. The third point which I would like to again mention here is that over dependence on the foreign. If creativity is an exclusive domain of Europeans, why should we all be sitting here? If only Le Corbusier has to come, or Thomas Becker has to come, or Latiens only has to design, why not the native talent? We try